You look rough today.
I am rough. What did I do with my phone? I lost my phone.
Do you need your phone?
No,
to
unless
film?
my boss calls.
Oh, you're still on the clock for what? Another 15 minutes? That's fine. You're practically off.
I'm off.
You're off.
I'm off. Look at me. Oh God, that fashion show really.
Oh
did
my
it to
God.
me.
Welcome to the Robin's Nest.
I can't even be here. My hair. Oh my God.
As always, Robin's hair looks awful. Mine, pristine.
Awful. Of course, Emma's is beautiful. She's going to coach little field hockey.
I did wash it today.
Oh, that's nice. It
I
is
know.
beautiful hair, Emma. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It looks like it's growing. It's getting thick. What's happening? It looks
I don't know.
very glamorous.
It was like this kind of curly earlier, and then I put it up and it stopped.
Emma and I've had a hard week. We might as well know.
You might as well know.
We're glad it's Friday.
It's not Friday.
Oh, okay, well, I'm pretending.
Tomorrow.
Well,
when
yeah.
you guys listen to this, it's Friday. It's Friday. Welcome to the Robin's Nest.
I'm wearing navy blue.
Robin's wearing navy blue.
Don't look at my face, my glasses, or my hair.
I'm also wearing navy blue because there are no adults. There are no rules.
There are no rules, so we didn't even comb our hair.
We didn't even comb our hair, and we could do what we want, right?
Oh God! Look.
So tell me about your fashion show.
Well, I was in a big fashion show last night. I wore my contacts. I had makeup on, which I don't have makeup on now, just some lipstick. So you're seeing it. This is the real deal. But in the fashion show, I had makeup on. And I wore 2 cute outfits. I bought both of them.
You only wore 2 outfits?
Only 2 outfits. She probably should have had me in 10.
I know.
But, this is a quick thing. In real fashion shows, you do way more than 2 outfits.
Have you been in real fashion shows?
Of course, I was a child model. That's why everyone thinks Robin was the best. She was a child model.
You told everybody you were a child model?
Yeah, Vicky, asked me, what are you going to do when you get out there? I said, I don't know. I was a child model. She goes, oh my God, teach me the steps. No. When
you say child model,
I modeled as a child. What do you think it means?
Okay, but explain. Often did you model as a child, or did one time you go to the mall and walk a runway?
That's what you did.
I know, and I'm not calling myself a child model.
I was a professional model. I got paid. There's a difference. Emma walked around the mall. Her daddy was the manager of the store, so she got to be in fashion shows, which I don't think you wanted to be in.
No!
But I made her. She was so cute. I'll have to dig up those pictures. So cute. Oh, my God. Anyway, my hair looked much better.
So tell me about your day's child modeling. What did that entail? How'd you get into it?
Okay, so, of course, your grandmother wanted us to be models.
Of course.
And so Janice and we went to Claire Anianetti, something like that. She was the big modeling agency of the day. I know it was in Long Beach or something. We had to drive far away and have our lessons.
You had lessons?
Yes, you think, yes.
This was legit?
Legit. We had lessons. We went for I don't know how long. And then they had a graduating class and all your friends and family could come. Whoever you wanted, wait to hear this. This is kind of stuff you never forget. I was probably 5 years old. Maybe I was a little older, okay? Because then Janice would have only been 2. So maybe I was 6 and she was 3 because she was in it too. So you invite all your friends, you come, you do a fashion show, and then they vote for the best model.
What?
Yeah. That's kind of bad for little kids. They vote for the best model, but of course you guys know I'm okay with it.
Did you win?
Well, let me tell you what happened. Of course I won, Emma. I mean, has anything changed?
Nothing has
changed. Can you imagine me at 6 years old? Oh my God. Oh my God. So my family came like Aunt Phyllis and Aunt Nancy. So Aunt Phyllis is the real aunt and Nancy's my cousin.
My aunt.
Your aunt. So anyway, Nancy didn't vote for me. Here I am. If you asked her now, she probably wouldn't remember. She voted for this little blonde named Cheryl. How do I remember this? How do I remember this? Because I guess it was important to me. But I won. It still is. I remember it all. And I have other stories about Nancy. I don't think she watches, so we could tell about it. But where I'm always second choice with her, even though she tells me I'm her best and she loves me dearly. I think we're there now.
This is tea, and I have tea.
Yeah, you have tea, and I'm having coffee with honey with this crazy mug that my kids gave me. Here's other moms, and here's me, the little stripper. But I am not a stripper.
You're a model.
I'm a model, damn it.
So what happened when you won this modeling contest? You got money or something?
Yeah, I got some prizes, and I got the first jobs. So back in that day.
What were the first jobs? Was this like an agency?
Yeah. Claire Anetti. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Claire Anetti.
We'll Google it and see. But she was somebody famous in Hollywood and in those agencies. Anyway, back in that day, you did a lot of modeling at restaurants, like at lunchtime. There'd be a fashion show. Yeah. People would go to lunch. Like there was this wonderful restaurant where I grew up called the Silver Saddle in Downey, California. And they would have lunches and ladies would go, men too, and they would have stores would come in and have models and walk around. This is $200 or whatever it was. So I used to do lunches, but I also did evenings at a steakhouse somewhere. I can't remember. I did a lot of stuff.
Kind of creepy?
No, it's kind of fun. So I remember some guy, I did at a table, because
that's what I mean by creepy.
It's cute. I would talk about the whole outfit I had on. And I came
6?
back.
At 6 years old.
Yeah, and 7 and 8. Yeah, of course. Emma, you could have done it. Oh my God. But anyway, let me tell you what happened. We were at the steakhouse and my mom and dad were there for this show because it was a big one. And I come and I go out in my one outfit. I hit all the tables and everything and tell about the outfit. Of course, they love seeing a little kid. This guy gave me a quarter and I come back and I tell one of the grown-up hot young models, that you imagine as a model. I said, maybe look what I got. Maybe if you do good, you'll get one too. My mother loved that story. Grandma loved that story. And she had to have the right petticoats. They called them like slips, but we had to have full petticoats where some of the dresses and the right shoes and the right socks. So how come you never went in
from like child modeling to child acting?
I don't know.
So I recently watched the documentary that Demi Lovato just did about child stars.
Yeah.
And it was Demi Lovato and a bunch of the Disney kids they talked to and Keenan. And I mean,
their mothers have to do it.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But the kid has to want to.
Yes. And I would have wanted to, obviously. I was into it.
But it was probably good that you didn't.
Why? I had to wait till this age to be famous?
Yeah. It was probably good you didn't.
Now I only get to model for charity events. I don't even get paid, They book me and I say yes because I say yes to everything. And then it comes up and I don't want to go.
That's true.
So, but I went and had fun.
Good.
None of them are watching, I'm sure.
No, well, that sounds like a great time. But this isn't like our doing TikTok and stuff now is not your first time like on stage, on screen. Didn't you have some acting experience on stage?
Yes. And I could have had more. Well, you've had a lot too.
Yeah, but what were you in? What show were you in
No California? Sex, please. We're British.
That was the name of the show?
Yes, it was the name of the show, and it was at the La Jolla Playhouse, which is very famous. Big stars would perform there.
And you.
And me. That was a while ago.
I
played a hooker.
How'd you get into that?
Oh, my God. So one of my friends who was an actress, and she was doing a lot of commercials in L.A., and I worked with her mother. I was very friendly with her. I really liked her. And she said, I'm going to audition for this show at the La Jolla Playhouse. I was in San Diego at the time. She says, come with me, and, and you could do it too. And I'm like, because, I should have been in commercials. I wanted to be, someone told me I had to lose 10 pounds and that wasn't going to happen. I'm already thin, so I do eat. So I went with this friend. I can't even remember her name, but we will just call her Ginger.
Okay.
And Ginger was very attractive. Oh, she had a great haircut and she was a great actress. And you had to have a British accent to read for this part. And you
can't do accents.
Okay, well, wait to hear the part I did. So she's doing this beautiful accent and all this. So I look through the whole script and everything and I go, oh, well, this character, Barbara, I can play. The only thing she says is, ooh, ah. I'm in, I'll do it. So I got up there and I read, ooh, ah. And, I did all my stuff. I got the part immediately and my friend didn't. And then I'm like, so you're going back to LA and I'm stuck here in La Jolla. I've got to do this show. I had to wear a leopard skin, it looked like it was a bodysuit.
Bodysuit.
Shut up. And it had tassels on the boobs. I gotta get a picture of. I have a picture of it. I feel like we pushed the thing and the tassels would go around. Because I would play a hooker, and
you mentioned.
with my friend, the lead, and I was her like co-person, and she'd go, right, Barbara, and I'd go, ooh, or whatever. I don't know, but I made good friends, with all
Yeah.
these people, and Barb remembers going to see it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I invited I had all kinds of friends coming to see it. One of my boyfriends, Carrie, the one that ghosted me.
One of my boyfriends.
This is after the ghosting when he wanted me back. I was in this show. So
You invited him?
of course, what do I care? So he came to see me in the show. You should have seen his face when I came out with these tassels. This sweet little college cheerleader played a hooker.
Well, college cheerleader playing a hooker sounds right.
Yeah, but it wasn't right by me. I was just,
You're just so sweet and
I was so
innocent.
sweet. And Carrie's face, I have that in my brain, in my head, of seeing him in the audience and the shock on his face. He still wanted to go out with me. Probably more.
Probably more.
Probably more. He probably hit it well. Like, oh my God. Well, let's not tell my parents about this.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. So that was it. And then
So you were kind of made for Hollywood.
Yeah, and born there. And here I am trying to get back in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying what we're doing.
Well, I think it's really cool what we are doing just to kind of bring it full circle. I mean, what we're doing, like, we kind of get to make our own stuff all the time, and you get to be yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now, the new boyfriend thinks I'm a persona in this stuff. He doesn't think that's really me. It is.
I think it's like
It is a little exaggerated.
Well, no,
sometimes.
it's like a heightened version of you.
Yeah.
Matt calls how I talk in the videos my presentation mode. And we were talking.
Well, they think they know us better than they think we're on there, right?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about our first date recently, and on our first date.
Oh, let's hear about the first date.
Oh, on our first date, we're like sitting there talking, and Matt goes, "You're a little awkward, aren't you?" Called me awkward.
You awkward?
Me, awkward on our first date.
Emma could do stand-up improv. She could get up and talk in front of a group of people without a
I
note.
don't consider myself an awkward person.
No.
And we're like, it's not like, oh,
why do you want to go out with you again?
It's not like, oh, you're so cute. Like,
was it
blah, blah, blah.
Was it your?
He's like, you're a little awkward.
Was it
aren't
your
you?
boobs or what was it? Did he say
my boobs? Yeah, that's why he wanted to go out with me again.
No,
my big bazongas.
Did he say on the first date to you
while we were sitting there at the table?
He said,
you're a little awkward, aren't you?
And then what did you say? Because you're fast.
I was like, not usually.
You didn't say, why are you saying that?
No, I was just like, no, not usually. But now we've talked about it, and he said, well, you were in presentation mode. He said the same like voice that you use on TikToks. He said,
well, that's not awkward.
When I spoke at senior night, he said that I was in presentation mode.
Is that awkward?
I don't think it's awkward.
I think it's professional.
Right, which I guess most people aren't professional on a date.
Well, I try to be.
But there is that I do turn on that
yeah,
that
you're kind of interviewing. You don't know this guy, right? I mean, I probably did that when I met Train Guy on the train.
I think when you met Train Guy on the train, you didn't give a shit. And so you were probably like, yeah, here's my card. I'm never going to see you again.
Well, I didn't think I was going to see him again until I got off. And then I told you guys that if he contacted me, there must have been some suspicion. Because I told you, right? I gave him a hug when he got off.
And that did it. That sealed the deal.
Yeah. Well, and his eyes bugged out at me when I gave him a hug. He was like,
nobody's ever given me a hug.
I mean, how many people do that? I didn't mean to do it. I just did it. Our conversation was so good.
Threw it all at the wall.
I did. And I probably was very flirtatious during the talk.
You are flirtatious as a person.
Yes.
Like to every handyman, painter, electrician, any guy that comes over to the house, you are flirtatious, like by nature.
Okay, maybe. I can't. If I am, I can't help it. I'm just think it's being friendly and nice, and I'm kind of,
You're like that.
I'm like that, right? When you say I'm like that,
yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
nice, and I can't help it.
You're just so nice, you can't help it.
I can't help it. But
well, everybody, it has been so much fun here in the Robin's Nest with you.
Talking about us.
As always, right?
That's the only subject we know about.
It's like the song. It's like the Toby Keith song. You want to talk about me?
Oh yeah, Toby Keith had a problem with that girl.
Talking about herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have that problem with Matt? Does he talk about himself?
No, I would say we talk about ourselves evenly.
Oh, Train Guy talks about himself.
Well, yeah, everybody talks about themselves.
All the time?
Not all the time.
Okay.
I guess it would be kind of boring if you didn't know anything about somebody. You talk about yourself all the time.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do.
What are you talking about?
I don't think I talk about.
We just spent 15 minutes talking about you.
I thought it was us. You were talking about how you give a presentation on the first date. You're in your what voice?
My presentation mode.
Presentation mode. You're kind of awkward. Did he mean you're kind of awkward, or I don't understand why he said that word. You're kind of awkward. That was weird of him. The first date, and then he wanted another date.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, when he said you were awkward, did you then stop being awkward?
Maybe.
But you weren't awkward. You were just in your presentation mode.
Maybe.
I don't remember. I think I was great on my
I wasn't
first
like
date.
a seasoned dater.
No, I am though.
Robin
very
is
seasoned
very
dater.
seasoned
Oh
dater.
my god!
All right, everybody. We love you. Thanks for being here in the Robin's Nest with us. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram,
Oh,
YouTube.
God. My hair will be better next time.
It's never better.
Oh, it is.
That's
too.
a lie.
Oh my god! Well, your hair's never better. Look at this little dumb bun up there. I was trying to grow mine to get one of those dumb buns.
A dumb
every
bun?
time I go
Oh
into
my
the salon,
God.
they say, "Oh, you're a wreck. Let's trim it up." And so my hair would have been down
Oh my
here by now,
God.
but they keep trimming it up.
I need to get out of here, everybody. Goodbye.
Wags like a little cottontail.